Hello, I am Christine. I am your English teacher. Today we talk about transportation. Please listen carefully. This video is for beginner students. We learn words and grammar. We learn to speak and to listen. We learn prepositions of movement. We learn transport words. Let us start. I want you to listen. I want you to speak. I want you to understand. I will explain theory. Then I will give examples. You can enjoy and learn. Are you ready? Let us begin. We talk about modes of transport. A mode of transport is how you go from one place to another. You can go by bus. You can go by train. You can go by taxi. You can go by car. You can go by bike. You can even go by plane. Today we focus on bus, train, taxi. I explain theory first. Then I give you examples. In theory, you say, I go by bus. I go by train. I take a taxi. You use by for bus and train. You use take for taxi. You can also say, I ride a bike. You do not use by for bike. You say ride. You say, I ride my bike. For car, you can say, I drive a car. You can also say, I go by car. Both are okay. For plane, you say, I fly by plane, or I go by plane. Now grammar. We look at prepositions of movement. Prepositions are small words. They show direction or place. Today we learn to, into, onto, from, in, on, and at. Use to when you move toward a place. For example, I go to the bus stop. Use into when you enter a space. For example, I get into the taxi. Use onto when you step on a surface. For example, I get onto the train. Use from when you come out of a place. For example, I get off from the bus. But many people just say, get off the bus. Use in when something is inside. For example, I am in the taxi. Use on when something is on a surface. For example, I am on the bus. Use at when you are at a small point. For example, I am at the train station. Now I give examples. I will use simple names. The names are John, Mary, and Alex. Listen and read. Christine. Hello, John. How do you go to work? John. I go to work by bus. Christine. Good. Do you get on the bus at the stop? John. Yes, I get on the bus at the bus stop near my home. Christine. And then? John. I sit on the bus. The bus goes to the city. Christine. Very good. Christine. Hello, Mary. How do you go to the school? Mary. I go to school by train. Christine. Do you get onto the train at the station? Mary. Yes, I get onto the train at the big station. Christine. And then you get off at the next station? Mary. Yes, I get off the train at the school station. Christine. Well done. Christine. Hello, Alex. How do you go to the mall? Alex. I take a taxi. Christine. Do you get into the taxi in front of your house? Alex. Yes. I get into the taxi in front of my house. Christine. And then the taxi stops at the mall. Alex. Yes. I get out of the taxi at the mall. Christine. Perfect. Now, listening. I will say a short conversation. You can listen and try to understand. I speak slowly. Audio. Voice A. Excuse me. How do I go to the train station? Voice B. You go to the corner. Then you take bus number 5. You get off at the second stop. The station is on your left. Voice A. Thank you very much. Voice B. You are welcome. Let us look at this. Voice A asks, how do I go to the train station? Voice B answers, you go to the corner. We have 2 for direction. Then you take bus number 5. Then you get off at the second stop. We use at. Then the station is on your left. We use on. Good. Now vocabulary. Repeat after me. Bus, bus, train, train. Taxi, taxi, bike. Bike, car, car. Plane, plane. Station, station. Stop, stop. Ticket, ticket. Driver, driver. Now more examples with words and grammar. I will speak. You repeat. I go to the station by bus. I get on the bus. I get off the bus. I go into the train. I get onto the train. I get off at the station. I take a taxi to the mall. I get into the taxi. I get out of the taxi. I drive my car to work. I ride my bike to the park. I fly by plane to another city. Now I give you a listening text. Read or listen in your studio. Then answer questions in your mind. Text. Sophie lives in New York. She goes to the office every day by train. She walks to the train station. She gets onto the train at 8 a.m. The train takes 30 minutes. She gets off at Grand Central Station. Then she walks to her office. After work, she takes a taxi home. Questions. How does Sophie go to work? Where does she get on the train? When does she get on the train? Where does she get off? How does she go home? Think of answers. Now we finish. Theory and examples. You learned transport words. You learned prepositions of movement. You heard a conversation. You repeated key sentences. Remember to follow me for the next video. In the next video, we will talk about directions in the city. We will use maps and signs. We will practice more. Thank you for watching. Please follow for the next video.